Peace. Poor Jasper. We'll get into that in a little bit. But peace, everyone. How are you all doing? It's good to see. I see some folks in the building already. We are now entering the Zen zone. I am Zewdy, curator of the Zen. First, let us give thanks to our Creator for this opportunity to experience and witness His marvelous creation, and for allowing us to connect for a higher purpose. Addressing the current state of things, but rising above and transcending the chaos of this wicked world. Finding balance, being uplifted, and staying grounded. So, I don't know if you can see him right now. Well, yeah, you can. Jasper. I'm gonna address this right now. So yesterday, he was limping, and I discovered a wound on his paw, and I was really concerned. So I went and got him some things to cleanse it, and then wrap it, and now he has this comfy cone on so that he won't mess with his paw. But you know, I'm feeling okay. Like, he'll be all right, inshallah. I believe it. So how's everyone doing? I've got a couple of topics, a couple of questions to get into, and I kind of have an idea of what will probably be the meat of the discussion today, so I may save that for later on, but I'll get to some of the more simple questions. I see one person in the live chat right now. Oh, I see two people. Unsought 888. Greetings. Blessings. Jamond GH. Hey, Zozo. Greetings. Oh no, he took the cone off. 1 second. Jenna says peace. Peace, my sister. I'm sorry, Jasper, but this has to be done. Oh. I'm sorry, my love. Okay. Oh, I had put it a little looser, but that really wasn't a good idea because obviously he was able to take it off. He's very miserable right now because he wants to, you know, move freely, and he really wants to mess with the wound on his paw, but Jenna says, poor Jasper, LOL, he's so sad. He is. He's been, you know, cats generally do sleep a lot, but he's been sleeping more, and I'm just praying that it'll help him heal quicker. So it's all right, Jasper. He's really upset. Like, he's moving super slow. He's not happy. Like, when I first put the cone on him, he was just like running around, bumping into things, knocking things over, and then when he realized he couldn't get it off, he just kind of slowed down. I guess was conserving his energy and just stopped fighting. But right now I have some frequencies playing. I don't know if you can hear it in the background, but I have 285 hertz, which is supposed to help with healing and regenerating wounds and tissues, and then 741 hertz, which helps with dissolving toxins and cleansing infections. So prayerful and hopeful and faithful that these things will assist his healing process. So yeah, did I miss anybody? Let's see what's going on here. Oh, Dallas kids in the building. Hey yo, What's good? All right. Oh, before we get into the questions and the topics, I do want to shout out people that have contributed monetarily since last week and up until like a few moments before this broadcast. I received something, so that was pretty cool. So shout out to Majorly Detailed, Jamond, who's in the building right now, Jenna, who is also in the building. Hi, John Jacob Smith. Hello. And I also want to shout out my homegirl, my sister, Kalisha, because she contributed to me. And I don't think it was specifically for the Zen Zone, but it was a very kind gesture. We help each other out a lot in life, and it was actually a little bit after the broadcast last week. And I wanted to shout her out because she's on YouTube and she has a channel which is called Frequently Flyer. So just spell it the way that it's spelled, Frequently Flyer. And she has an online web series, The Cost of Living, and it's pretty cool. So check that out. It's very relevant to the Black struggle and Black plight, just living in America. So yeah, it's relevant for these times. All right, so let's get into some of these questions and topics. So someone asked me, do I know any online shops where I buy real authentic crystals? Also, where do I get my head wraps? So I don't really buy crystals online like that. I mostly support like local shops that are here in Georgia. If you're in Georgia, I would say go to Phoenix and Dragon, which is on Roswell Road, and that's like on the border of Sandy Springs and Atlanta, and Blue Crystal, which is in Little Five Points on Euclid. So those are like the main places that I get like stones. If I'm looking for a specific kind of stone, I know that those two places will most likely have it. But if I'm just looking for a piece, a big piece, Home Goods be having stones. Now, I discovered this maybe like 2 years ago, 3 years ago. One day, just walking around Home Goods, looking around, and I was like, is that a crystal? And then I saw more crystals. In fact, some of the crystals behind me I got from Home Goods. This is a big piece of selenite from Home Goods, okay? You would never think that unless you go there and you see it. Oh, Jasper. Poor baby. Oh, 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 oh. Careful, okay? Oh, boy. He's just limping around. And my head scarves. Okay, so there I get them from a couple of different places, and Thad 2323, you missed it, but he hurt his paw. I think he got into some kind of altercation with a cat in this neighborhood. So yeah. Oh, I think he wants to eat. Okay. Anyway, as I was saying, headscarves. So I get them from different places, sometimes Ross and stuff like that. But I want to shout out a sister who has beautiful scarves, and she sells them online. And I have one of them here. And her store is called ASM19.com. So ASM19.com, and you can go to ASM19 on Instagram and find her there. Oh, I'm sorry, Jasper. Yeah, so yeah. The War on SJW says, nice Egyptian look. Thanks. I really like this stone. It's a labradorite. It's very beautiful. It has a labradorescence, and it's one of my favorites. I wear it most of the time. Let me get my notebook. Yeah, I know in like my picture, I had my head wrap a certain way, but I decided to switch the styles up on y'all real quick. So, okay. We just gonna be right here for now while we wait for Jasper to finish eating, because I have to put that cone on immediately after he's done. All right. Let's see. Favorite herbs for overall health? I would have to say ginger. I love ginger so much. I drink ginger almost every day in my water, and when I make my bio coffee, it's something that I like to implement in the water that I prepare for my bio coffee. Let's see. Oh, the War on SJW says, does anyone ever think you're Arab or Indian? They have. I think like in the past, like when I used to wear my hair out and sometimes I would straighten it, people thought I was Indian. Arab, I didn't really get that much, but I figured that was an assumption because like when my family and I would travel, we were always the random search at the airport, and I'm like, y'all must think I'm Arab or, a terrorist. So, I like to say that my look, is ethnically ambiguous because growing up, people thought I was a lot of different things. People thought I was black and white. They thought I was Guyanese, Trini, different types of Latina, like Afro-Latinas, Dominican, Puerto Rican, Brazilian, Egyptian, that's all I could think of right now. But yeah, people thought about all kinds of stuff. But it is what it is. Random search, that's messed up. I know, right? Even now when I travel without my family, I still get that, but not all the time. It used to be all the time, but not now. The War on SJW says, do men treat you differently because of your racial ambiguity? Probably, but I don't like it. I've gotten certain things, and I think I mentioned this before. Someone, like, people would almost fetishize my features and like say how they'd want to have babies with me because of my hair, and it's just that's not a pleasant thing to say to a woman who knows that she's more than that. That's whack. Like some whack pickup lines. Like, you say stuff like that, it makes me look at you like, now, why would you think that I would want to have a baby with you? Majorly Detailed says, Zewdy is out here glowing. Must be the positivity you radiating. Dropping by to say hello again. I will watch the replay, though. Thanks for the sweet shout out last week. Much love to you. And much love to you, my sister. And I shouted you out again earlier in the beginning of this broadcast because you contributed once again. And I really do appreciate it. It helps me a lot. And yeah, thank you for dropping in. And hopefully you'll be able to catch us live one of these days. Brandon the H said, that is a whack pickup line. I know. I mean, if you're interested in someone or you find them attractive, just be real simple with it. You can just tell someone that you think that they're pretty, and but like when you start saying stuff like, "Oh, your hair, like I want to have babies. If we had babies, they would have good hair." It's like, you thinking about that? Like, come on now. Come on. All right, Jasper. I'm sorry, my love, but I gotta put this thing back on. I'm sorry. I be having to give him like extra pets so he knows, like, I still love you. I'm not trying to torture you or anything. My poor baby. Ugh. Okay, back to my little setup here. See, we got the little areca palm in the back, you know, feeling real tropical. Jenna says, best pickup line you've heard? I don't even know. I don't know. Pickup line? I don't know. I have to think about it, because pickup lines in general are probably just a whack thing. Just be yourself and state your true intentions, and you know, if you get her, you get her. If you don't, you don't. So any updates on the music, or are you still working on it? Yeah, no updates at this time, but I have been feeling very inspired lately. So I write stuff, like whenever something like comes to me and I'm like, oh man, that's a great concept, I'll write it. I'll write the concept down, and sometimes like phrases will come to me that I feel like I can build around, like a whole song around. So that's pretty cool. Oh, Jasper. Ooh, hold on, y'all. Poor baby. Okay. I know I'm all over the place today. Do white men holla at you? If so, how do you respond? No, they don't. They don't. There was one white guy that I went to high school with that expressed his interest in me back like shortly after we graduated. But it was weird because he was one of those white guys that would try to like act black. You know, they call them wiggers. And it was just like, ew. Leave me alone. Something I want to share with you all before we get into these questions and topics is these raspberries. I grew these in my garden. I'm so pleased with them. Look how beautiful they are. Aren't they beautiful? Don't you just want to eat them? Yum. Okay. Abesalom Gizacho says, hey, you're very mad talented. I love the cover that you did for Ja Army. Thank you. Them boys bright red. They're happy. They're like eat me. And I've got my special drink, fancy in a wine glass. Does anybody know what this is? Jenna, don't give it away, okay? Don't, if you know for sure what this is, do not give it away. It's not alcohol. I'm gonna say that. It is not alcohol. What is it, Thad? High C fruit punch? No. Oh no, sir. I don't drink that anymore. It's been years. It's Caribo. What is that? I don't even know what that is. Come on now. Somebody gotta know about this. Otherwise, well, I'm not gonna say the brand because I don't have an affiliation with them or a sponsorship or ambassador thing. So I'm not going to tell you the name of the brand, but I'll tell you what kind of beverage it is. Okay? You know, if they want to, work something out with me, then I might. Capri said hood style Kool-Aid. And Capri over there fooling because he know what it is. Jumanji H said sparkling grape juice. Nope. It is technically a type of juice from a fruit that grows on a tree. Like what? Okay. Sometimes it comes clear, but other times it's pink because of the levels of antioxidants in it. It may appear pink sometimes. So, I might tell y'all later. John Jacob Smith pomegranate. Nope. Also, my birthday is coming up in a couple of weeks. My birthday is July 4th. And I want something. Oh, Jamon GH got it. It is coconut water. So I want something from you all. It's not like a physical gift. So stay tuned and I'll tell you what it is later on in the broadcast. But yes, my birthday is July 4th and it's a special day for several reasons. But yeah, so stay tuned and I'll tell you what that is. It's very simple and easy to do. All right. So we know a lot is going on in our world right now. I want to know how you all are feeling, what you all are thinking about, just anything. If anything's weighing heavy on your heart or your mind, feel free to express that here. That's what we're here for. Activate that throat chakra and that crown chakra. Would I don't know what that says. Basazin Abagadu. I have no idea. I don't know what that said. I tried to read it. Okay. So someone asked me on the topic, by the way, how have you been keeping your peace of mind during these times? So the things that have helped me the most, and I say it every time, is prayer and meditation. Because building and strengthening that connection with God is something that really helps me navigate these times. Especially being bombarded by things on the internet and on social media, it can be overwhelming. It can really shift your mood into a negative place. And I found that happening the other day after learning about Oluwatoyin. And so I had to disconnect. So on top of prayer and meditation, disconnecting from social media for a while and doing things that bring you joy, following your bliss, so to speak. We got to do something that's fun. We have to do something that's fun, that makes us happy and brings us joy. And what I like to do is spend time with this guy right here and garden. I love to sing. I love to dance. So I may take a little time out of my day just to do that. Just have a little solo dance party in my living room. Sing songs that make me feel good. And yeah. Those are the things that help me keep my peace of mind. And breathing deeply. If I start to feel anxious or stressed, I will just take a moment to be like, all right, hold on. I need to, manage my breathing. Just take a moment, breathe in deeply. Whew, that felt good. Okay, I've missed some messages. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Oh, okay, I see. Walaikum salam. July babes, too bad I'm not a Cancer. Mess with y'all heavy. I mess with all of y'all. All y'all signs. I don't think there's a sign that I dislike. People be like, oh, Geminis are whack, or Leos are that, and Sagittarius. Those are the ones I hear like the worst criticisms of. Gemini, Leo, Sag, and Scorpio. But like, I don't know. I just can't, I can't categorize or stereotype people, you know. Alright. Since you're in Georgia, what do you think of the Rayshard shooting? You know, there's so much going on right now. More shootings, more black people being found dead, hanged, and all of it, to me, just looking at what's happening, things are starting to escalate and intensify, and it really feels like we're at war. Yeah, it's really unfortunate, and this is only the beginning. The Warren SJW says, I have to be honest, I think this one was justifiable. You think it was justifiable? You think that they were justified in killing him? And shooting and killing him? I'd like for you to make your case. Okay. Dad says, I just saw the officer that was charged. I don't see how it's justifiable to shoot someone, to kill them as they were trying to run away. Rayshard attempted to shoot the cop with his own taser. Yeah, I know. So, you think it was he was justified in ending his life as he was running away from the police? You don't think... Well, I will say... Oh, boy. Let me just wait till you say something. That could have rendered the cop unconscious, and Rayshard could have taken his gun. Could have. Cortez NYC says, you can't assume Rayshard was going to murder anyone. Yeah. He was trying to get away. Okay. Alright, so... One very good topic. Oh, but we do know the cop did have murder in the mind. Facts. Because if you wanted to stop him from getting away, you didn't have to shoot him to kill him. He was wrong, but deadly force was not called for. But they did wake him up out his sleep because he was sleeping in his car. Yep. He could have shot him as soon as he took the taser. Yeah, he could have. But that's not what happened. And the fact that they called the cops on him for sleeping in his car. It's like, come on, man. He, you know, oh, so he was giving him chances. But are you saying that he was justified in using deadly force? No, I understand. You say I'm talking about the cop. Okay. Well, we gonna have to disagree on that one, because you can stop someone without killing them. Jay Shea says he was not justified. Yeah. All right. So now I want to get into one of the really pressing issues. The necessity of unity between black men and women. So there are a lot of different things happening and manifesting all at once, and it does appear to be something being stirred up within our community to cause division between us, black men and black women, or further the divide, because there are people who already feel like, as a black woman, black men are my enemy, and vice versa. And that's just not the case. It's not true. And I was talking about this earlier too, on Twitter. On the surface, it may look that way. It might seem that way. It might even feel that way because of the pain that has been brought on by the opposite sex. Like, as a black woman, I've been hurt by black men in my life, and black men have been hurt by black women. And a lot of times we're pointing the finger at one another. But at the root of that pain, at the root of the actions that have caused that pain, is white supremacy. Because the different behaviors, the neglect, the savagery that a lot of our people are living is something that was brought on from slavery, from colonization, from our time under white rule. And a lot of people don't want to acknowledge that, or they make it seem like that's not the case, or a lot of people just don't know that, or are unaware that that is where it stems from. But man, we really all we got. Ideally, we could align with our other people of color, brothers and sisters, and have solidarity with them, and that is a goal. But at the end of the day, when you see what's going on, there are a lot of people who are not for us. And it's like, if we don't have unity within ourselves, with our own people, how can we expect to be in unity with anybody else outside of us? You know, it starts at home. It starts with self. It starts with us, our family, our people. And we have a lot of work to do, because there's so much to unlearn and deprogram. And it's really sad when you think about the problems that exist right now in the black community. John Jacob Smith says, James Baldwin talked about men being emasculated both socially and economically. James and Nikki Giovanni had an interview about that dynamic. So true. Say it, Zewdy. It's true. Thank you for bringing that up. It's very true. You know, from the days of slavery, something that's brought up often when these discussions are happening is how the black man was broken in front of his woman and children, and the families being separated, and how that has affected black men today, and them not being the men that they should be to us, to black women, to their women. Black men that are watching this, whether live or later on the replay, you have to know that we are your women, and we are for you to protect and to respect. And I saw some really disheartening things over the last few days. Videos that really hurt. It hurt for several reasons. So I'm just gonna mention two of the videos. I saw a video of a woman, a black woman. She was standing outside, and there was a bunch of brothers, black men, talking with her, and they were sort of harassing her. At first, it appeared to be playful, but then as the video progressed, she winds up in a dumpster. They throw her in a dumpster, and they all laughing. And it's like, how could you do this? That just shows the lack of respect and love that these particular black men have for black women. And it made me sad to know that they were in such a low state that they would do something like that. But at the same time, they know that that's not right. They know that's not right. Imagine if somebody was trying to throw one of their boys in a dumpster. They will ride for their boy. You know what I'm saying? Like, they would probably beat that dude the F up. But they threw this woman in the dumpster like it was nothing. And they were laughing. So men like that, I believe, need to be made an example of by men who love and protect and respect the black woman. They need a lesson taught. You know what I'm saying? That's not right. It's not right. You know that's not right. They know that's not right. And just so much. There's so much that we need to do. I saw another video of a man somewhere in Harlem. The first video was, I think, in DC. The second video is a man in Harlem, and he was talking to a sister. And I think this is the context. I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure. But she rejected his advances or something. And he took a skateboard, hit her over the head with a skateboard. She dropped right to the ground. And the dudes in the background laughing. Like, what kind of man are you? I'm trying to calm down and not let it really upset me, but seeing that, it really hurt to know that we are in this condition. Our people are in such a savage state that you could do something like that. Like, a black man in his original state, in his nature, would never do that to a black woman or to any woman. And that's why we need to do so much. Our men need training, re-education, and to know who we are. Because if we knew who we truly are, we would be living a totally different existence. I'll tell you that much. I'm just getting to know who I am as a black woman, as the original woman, you know, and getting to know who I am has changed my life so much. The level of self-respect and dignity, it's like I'm living a totally different life than what I used to live because I'm getting to know who I truly am. And that is what I pray for our people. I pray that we I pray that we come to a place where we are introduced to our true selves and our true nature and get on that course. Man. And on that note, I want to say that I mentioned this last week, but the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan is going to be addressing us on July 4th. And it's an announcement to the world. And I think that everyone who is watching this should tune in. That's what I want for my birthday. For my birthday, I want every one of you to tune in to Minister Farrakhan on NOI.org on July 4th, my 30th birthday. Because whatever he has to say to us that day, I can't even fathom the significance. I just know that it's something that we all need to receive, especially as Black people, original people. Sip my coconut water. Oh, the unity of the Black man and the Black woman. And something somewhat related to that topic, I asked on my Instagram, what's on your heart and mind? And a brother said, maximizing my contribution to the resurrection of the Black man and woman. And I mean, that's a lifelong mission, you know, but it starts with self. So there are these study guides, self-improvement, the basis for community development, that were compiled from the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan's words. And just that title, self-improvement, the basis for community development. Everything starts with self. You can't really help others without helping yourself. You can't help heal others until you start healing yourself with the help of God. And I bear witness to that because I've always had the heart to help. I always wanted to be someone that would help people, that would be someone that would help save the world in a sense. I always had that heart, and I'm thankful to God that was a desire, a deep desire of mine since I was a child, because I know that that desire led me to where I am today, and I'm so grateful. But I couldn't really help because I didn't know enough. I didn't know enough about myself, and I didn't know God. So it starts with self. It starts with developing self and developing that connection with God, gaining the knowledge of God and the knowledge of self, which is one and the same. Let's see. Yes, the first two commandments say so, Zewdy. That's right. That's right. That's it right there. Muhammad Sadek said, you finished Al-Fatiha? I finished. If you mean, have I memorized it? I have. And I'm so happy about that. The interesting thing about it is that in a lot of my dreams, I've been reciting Al-Fatiha in my dreams. I feel like it's a good sign. I don't know what it means, but in my dreams, I'll be praying. I'll be talking to Allah, and I'll be saying Al-Fatiha. It's pretty cool. Azim Lit says, thank you for sharing such a positive energy. Thank you. I appreciate that. And thank you for sharing your positive energy with your positive words. I truly appreciate it. Yeah, let's see, did I miss anything that I have here? Oh, I wanted to shout out a few YouTubers that I really like. They deal with more like metaphysical, the occult, stuff like that. Stuff that I'm not into like that. you know. I'm very interested in what they do in their realm of things, but it's not what I do. But they're black women on YouTube, and they're so awesome. So if you do decide to check them out, let them know Zewdy sent you. So first, I would like to shout out New Mind Frame. That's NU and then Mind Frame, MINDFRAME. She's really cool. She does different things, but I found her when I was learning about reprogramming the subconscious mind, and I loved hearing her because she was a black woman talking about these things. And so, you know, she felt more relatable. She felt like somebody I could listen to and learn from and receive. I really resonated with what she shared. So she's got a lot of other stuff on there as well, but check her out. Secondly, I want to shout out Jessica Alexandria from Bahati Life. Bahati Life is her channel. It's BEHATI Life. And these are like all one word. She is into astrology and things like that, and she's an intuitive, and she's really cool. She's really loving, and she's a black woman. She's dope. Like, check her out. I love her. She keep it real, and she's just super cool. And the third one, I mentioned her last week. She goes by Kiki Cinza, KIKICINZA, and what I like about her is that, you know, she deals with all this like metaphysical stuff, but she's also very practical in applying certain things to just enhance your own personal spiritual practice. So if any of the things that they talk about resonates with you, great. If not, you know, just leave it. That's how I do. Like, I like to watch their videos and see what they be talking about, and if there are things that, you know, resonate with me, I may take it, see what it's about. If not, I leave it, you know. But I wanted to shout them out because I love to see black women speaking on these types of things. And, you know, I think that they're really professional and natural at the same time. They're just amazing. Laketrick Ridge. I don't know if I'm saying this correctly. I'm sorry. Is it Lake Trick? Laketrick. Can you spell your name out phonetically so I can say it correctly? Because that's one thing I don't like to do. I don't like to mess up people's names. Yes, indeed, the criterion. Yes, Minister Farrakhan. If you follow me on Instagram or Twitter, you'll see I'll be posting the flyer for the July 4th address soon. So look out for that. It's a pretty cool flyer. Poor Jasper. Poor baby. Let's see. And I do want to shout out Kalisha again. Her channel is Frequently Flyer, and I guess I'll spell that one out too. FREQUENTLY Flyer, FLYER. And she has an online web series, The Cost of Living, and it's pretty cool. It deals with police brutality, living in the South, some things from slavery and visions and all kinds of really cool stuff. And you may see a familiar face in one of the episodes. I'll say that much. Who could that be? Oh, I wish I was in the sun more. Then I'd be like glowing for real, for real. All right, I'm gonna have to move over. Doesn't the stone look real cool in the sunlight though? Look at that. There's a cloud trying to hate on me right now, but it's all good. It's all good because the true glow comes from within. Comes from within, baby. So, live from NYC says, just showing some love on Wednesday. Too tired to stay much longer. Thank you. I appreciate that. And thank you for tuning in for as long as you did. I didn't even see you. Like, did I miss your comments? Because I haven't seen your name in here. Does anybody else have anything that you'd like to express, to share? Come on now. Clear that throat chakra. No cloud can hate on that. Oh, sorry, Jasper. Oh, don't fall, baby. He likes this. Like, whenever I start playing this Tibetan singing bowl, he will start, like, paying attention to it. He'll be staring at it, or he'll, like, almost sit in a meditative position. But right now, he's kind of limited, so he just started to face it. Imani Gregory says, just thank you for being available with info all the time. Praise be to Allah, because that info does not originate from me. I get that info from other places, from study, from other people. Live from NYC says, I just got here. See you next Wednesday. NYC is busy again. Oh, I can imagine. I hear that it's getting like that. May you stay safe and healthy, and I'll see you next week as well, live from NYC. Thank you for always tuning in. Loyal viewer, I truly do appreciate your presence. Oh, Jasper. I really just want him to know, like, I'm not here to make you suffer. I'm not here to make you miserable. Like, this stuff is for your own good. But he doesn't understand that. He's just like, no, take this thing off. Take these things off so I can get at this wound. Oh, boy. Boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. How long does Jasper have to wear that? I'm not sure yet. This is the first day, and I discovered the wound. Well, it happened at some point yesterday because he is an indoor-outdoor cat. I just, you know, as someone who has a cat companion, I would feel I would feel really wrong to just keep him cooped up in the house, because animals, they're meant to be outside. And I know some people keep their cats in the house, and that's cool. I mean, for y'all, but I just don't think it's right. Like, they can't live a fulfilling life just staying in the house. They just exist for your pleasure and your entertainment, and that's not the case. That's not what Jasper's here for. Not for me. I actually didn't even want a cat at this point in my life, but he happened to just fall into my life because someone I knew wasn't able to keep him. And so I was like, well, I'll take him. But I'm happy I did. I'm grateful. I'm thankful. He's such a sweetie. I know Allah put him in my life. He's a special cat, man. He really is. And I pray that he heals quickly. I was reading about this type of thing, and it doesn't seem like a deep wound, but you know, I just don't want it to get infected. Please, God, don't let it get infected. Out here fighting other cats. I mean, it's their nature. I can't be mad if it's a cat. You know, I was observing him and making sure that it wasn't like foul play from a human, because just the thought of that, I don't even want to tell you what it makes me think. But it makes me angry and feel vengeful. That's as much as I'm going to say. Because he's one of Allah's creatures, just like you and me. You know? And if a human were to harm him for no good reason, then that human deserves retaliation. Boy, oh boy. Okay. Sorry. My live chat. Okay. Killer said, do you see yourself getting married? I mean, yeah, I'd like to be married someday if it be the will of Allah. And I do believe that's what he wants for me. But it's a matter of who, when, you know, that sort of thing. But I'm not worried about it, you know, all in God's time. Jasper is out here handing out free smoke. I mean, you know, he's not neutered, so he's in his nature. He, I would imagine he's a territorial cat, and he's probably out here trying to see what's up with these female cats. And there is a particular female cat that lives in the neighborhood that I've seen him scrapping with. And she's older. I honestly think she'd be looking at him like, little boy, leave me alone. The war on SJWs. Would you date a big guy? A big guy? Do you mean like overweight? Because I'm not into that. And I don't mean to sound shallow or anything, but and I'm not the most fit person, but I am relatively, and I would like for my man to be fit, and I'm a small person, so yeah. You probably watched Don't F with Cats. Don't F with Cats? What is that? Is that a show? Is that a web thing? I'm really not familiar with what that is. Is there anything else that anybody would like to ask or address? It's a show on Netflix. Honestly, I don't watch a lot of Netflix, and part of that is probably because for a little while I didn't have Wi-Fi, so I just wasn't like watching stuff. But I have Wi-Fi now, and God willing, I'll have it for a while. And so I do intend to catch up on some things. There's a lot of things that I haven't seen. I've been missing out on. Yeah, I'm not like a huge TV watcher, but there are some shows that I like to catch up on if I have the time and the interest and the desire. We got a couple of minutes left, and the war on SJW says, do you act? I used to, like in middle school and high school. I've done some acting back then, but I haven't done any. There was something I was involved in more recently, but it hasn't been completed, so I don't really want to speak on it yet. But, oh, hold on. Jasper's music is about to start over. I'm playing frequencies for him. Okay. Sorry, I missed that last message. Oh, Angelic V. Zewdy. Peace. Oh man, I didn't even think of a song that I'd like to sing before the episode is over. But before, I guess I'll think about it right now, but I do want to ask, are all hearts and minds clear? I don't want to wait. Oh my gosh. That's such an old song, and I'm so not young. Do you eat once a day? I do. I eat 1 meal a day. But I actually haven't eaten a meal today. I might not eat. I was thinking about Well, I started eating these raspberries. So that's probably all I'm going to eat. I might just eat fruit today. But yeah, normally I eat one meal a day between the hours of 4 and 6 p.m. as taught by the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad. It is a part of our dietary guideline in the Nation of Islam. And yeah, I eat one meal a day, and once a month I partake in the unity fast, which is taking your last meal on the first Thursday of the month and then not eating again until that Sunday evening. Dallas Kid 100, do you believe there is a difference between courtships and dating? Yes, I do. You know, I've never been in a courtship, but my understanding of it is that there's more structure to it and more, I guess, boundaries for protecting both parties involved. And it's like more like getting down to business about this. Like, let's see if we're compatible in a more mathematical way, you know? I think dating is a little more, I don't know what the word is, but like, I guess less structured. And it can be anything, you know? People say all kinds of things. Some people, a boyfriend and a girlfriend, some people will say they're dating, but then you can also be dating several people and not in an exclusive relationship. You just be like, you know, out here and stuff. John Jacob Smith asked why only one meal? Because our digestive systems need a break, and eating 3-4 meals a day and snacks in between actually causes our digestive systems to wear out more quickly than they were intended to. But if you eat one meal a day, you can adjust to it pretty quickly, and you'll have more energy, and you'll maintain a youthful appearance given that you're eating the right foods. So eating one meal a day at the proper time, eating the best foods cooked in the proper manner, the best manner, and eating at the proper time. I'm butchering that, but you get what I'm saying. You know, I'm about to be 30, inshallah, and a lot of people say I don't look it. Maybe I look more it now with makeup on, but you know, I have to give part of the credit to that. You know, that helps me maintain a youthful appearance. Oh. Muhammad Sadek says, Zewdy, you are beautiful from inside of you before your face. Praise be to Allah. That's very humbling. You know, any beauty that you see in me is really of Allah. I can't take any credit for it. So, thank you. Oh. Dallas Kid 100 says, thank you for sharing your thoughts and perspective. Thank you for receiving, and thank you for being willing to communicate and connect in this way. The war on SJW said, weren't you a model? I was never a model. I just like to take pictures, even to this day. I love to take pictures, and I take my own pictures. Oh yeah, that was something I wanted to mention. It's not really that important, but so with ASM 19, this is one of the scarves, right, from her brand. But I recently purchased another scarf, which is on the way, and I'm going to wear that scarf in a photo shoot that I'm doing with myself very soon. And I'm really excited. I'm really excited. I love to take pictures, and I like taking pictures of myself, and my camera on my phone is pretty good. And, you know, self-timer is my friend. I love you, Jasper. I love you. I'm here for you, okay? Everybody wants you to get better. He'll be okay. We're going over time a little bit, but I want to make sure I answer everybody's questions. Oh yeah, I'm missing something. Voyeur 700 says, "Hey Zewdy, love you, your uncle." Which uncle? Is that Uncle Nate? Hi, Nate. I love you too. This is really like towards the end of my broadcast. So I do this every Wednesday at 5:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is coconut water, okay? Oh, what is that? There's something in it. Oh, Lord. What the heck? Oh, you've been watching. Oh, cool. Okay. Well, Angelic wanted me to sing I Don't Want to Wait. That song is like 11 years old. So the you know, it doesn't really it's so childlike, or like, you know, I could sing a little bit of it. Oh no, not that song. I know a little bit of that song. I don't want to wait for our lives to be over. I want to know right now, what would it be? Voyeur 700 says, look up, someday we'll all be free. I actually covered that on YouTube. But I feel like if I try to attempt it right now, that I'm going to mix up the order of the words. So, yeah, sorry. I was like trying to put them together in my mind, and it was getting jumbled. So maybe next week I'll do that song, because that song is very meaningful, very relevant, and I believe it. I do believe that someday we'll all be free. Take it from me, someday we'll all be free. I Am Ready for Love by India Ari. Okay, I ain't gonna sing the whole thing. I love that song. I am ready for love. Why are you hiding from me? I'd quickly give my freedom to be held in your captivity. I am ready for love. All of the joy and the pain, and all the time that it takes just to stay in your good grace. Lately I've been thinking maybe you're not ready for me. Maybe you think I need to learn maturity. They say watch what you ask for, 'cause you might receive. But if you ask me tomorrow, I'll say the same thing. I am ready for love. That's it. Woo! Oh, I'm not drinking this. I don't know what that is in my cup. Yes, sing it. A song full of wisdom. Beautiful. Thank you. I really do love that song, though. That song, is a beautiful song. Well, as always, it's been a pleasure. It's been an honor to be here with you all. I appreciate all of your time and energy and presence and participation. John Jacob Smith said you should learn the guitar. I should, shouldn't I? Thad2323 said, like I said, like butter. Thank you. But yeah, that's all for today, and we'll be back again next week. And thank you so much for everything, for all of your contributions and your attention. And you know, because like I said, you could be doing anything else right now, but you chose to be here with me at this time, in this place, in this space, and I really do appreciate it, being present in this moment. And I shall be here. I shall also be here in the now. Now is the time, and here's the place. Peace. Until next week. And of course, you can follow me on Instagram or Twitter. That's where I'm most active, at Zewdy, Zewdy. I'm on Facebook too, but not as much, but that might be changing sometime soon. But yeah, thank you guys for everything, your questions, your topics, your perspectives, your conversation. And say peace to Jasper. Would you ever do live Zooms? Zoom? You know, I don't know. Maybe. I have to think more on it. And see if there might be a better platform for that sort of thing. But I know Zoom is very easy. Dallas K100 says, if the Lord will, see you next week. That's right. God willing, I will see you all next week. Peace, Jasper. Hope you get better. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, Jasper. And thank you for entering the Zen Zone. Peace.